Hey everyone, it's Gamefruitpulp, and welcome back to another Belle Cappy live stream. It's been a couple of weeks since our last one. I had a really good time streaming last week with you all, so I figured why not do it again. Today we're going to be working on finishing our main mansion. Of course, if you missed last stream, this house over here used to be in this area of our property. We've decided to move it because it didn't seem fitting of a royal spawn. So we have moved it to this part on the side here, kind of acting as like a employee house potentially or something like that. We'll kind of figure out what to do with this after we're finished our main build. Hey Soul, thanks for joining us. Let me know if the sounds are all good or if things are too loud or too quiet. So here's what we did last episode. I'm quite happy with this so far. I've never really built anything like this before in the almost 10 years, or more than 10 years actually, that I've been playing Minecraft. So I wanted to kind of challenge myself and do something new. And I think it's turned out pretty good so far. This is in the wrong place. I noticed that after the last video. That's supposed to be up here, so we'll move that now. But I didn't do any work on this off camera, so the plan is to finish up the back here, then potentially start working on the landscaping. Depending on how it goes for time. The general sort of plan is kind of similar to this, except reversed. So where here we have this sort of entrance from the front and then the two sides. On this building we have the front entrance all the way across, and then in the back there's the two sort of wings. LA, thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoy the stream. Music is fire. That's good. I'm using a playlist that is on Spotify that has a bunch of Minecraft music in it that apparently we can use as creators to not get copyright strikes. So we'll be using that today. And hopefully just having a chill sort of building session, finishing up this building. I have to figure out, one of the reasons I stopped when I stopped last week was because I wasn't really sure how I was going to continue this back sort of wing. Which is why we ended up stopping. So that's something we're going to have to figure out first of all, is how we want to style this. Because here we're doing 2s, and then 3s when we needed to, we did 3s with the wall. We always had, like, we don't really have any grand windows. Even in the front, the windows aren't particularly grand. So it wouldn't really make sense to do something grand on the side. But I also don't just want to continue this. Like, there should be some sort of break of some sort. I'm just not really sure how I want to do that yet. Which is kind of starting off exactly the same as we started off last time. Last time we built this front wall over here like 3 or 4 times. We were working off like a rough sort of inspirational piece last time. This time we are not. This time we're just going to be going off of my brain. So we'll see, for better or for worse, how that goes. But one thing we're going to need for sure is some sandstone, so we might as well put that up in the meantime. See what we're working with here. Something I'm immediately thinking of at this end is if we do like kind of like this, and we do some landscaping so that this doesn't look like it's not an overhang anymore. I mean, it's not level with the land anymore. We do have like kind of an overhang. We could do like a balcony door here, which might look nice. Yeah, that's a good idea. I definitely need to add some like foliage up against the side of the building, just to try and break it up a bit, because it's going to be a long wall. Like maybe here we'll do some sort of like azalea or something growing up the side. But my thought for this is kind of like a door. Now the challenge we're going to have is that it needs to be the same on both sides. Like the back, for sure, I think would need to be... I guess not necessarily. This one could just walk right out, and this one could have a little balcony. Like a little kind of deck. But I was almost thinking, like, kind of something like this. See how this looks. Like, not necessarily like a walkout balcony, just like a... And I also don't love... I don't love this here, how this is going to be double stone at the bottom. That looks kind of bad. It almost looks too proper. I wonder if it should be replaced with cobble. But yeah, like kind of like that with... And then we put fence... No. That's the wrong one. Kind of like that. So basically, if you were to walk out of the house... What is this? Why... So if you walked out, like, there's no actual... Or is this going to get busted every time you open and close the door? It is. Okay, so that does not work. So maybe we'll just go sandstone block, like straight block, which eliminates the need for this inside, opens up another piece of floor. So you walk out, you have this view. But there's no actual, like, sitting balcony area. It's just kind of like a... So this could probably be like a guest room of some sort. Like this would maybe work as quite a luxurious guest room. And then the other side can be more for like coming out and hosting. Which would mean we would need a place for a bed on this side. So one of these two walls would have to be flat. The other thing is, how do we want to do the roof? A lot to decide here. One thing I have decided is I don't like this smooth stone, so we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna make it cobble. Yeah, that looks better. Figure out exactly, and let's just, for now, let's double this up at the top. Just because I have a feeling we're going to need both. I'm not sure if I'm like fully committed on doing another green roof on the shorter ones. Perhaps we will. But I always feel like it's easier figure out roof line stuff first before figuring out everything else. Yeah, you know what? We will do another green roof. So we'll do like this. I don't exactly know what to do here, though. Maybe like this, and then a slab. I think it looks okay. And then what we're gonna do on the other, like, we're gonna double up the... Oh my god, I can't place a block today. So here I almost think we should have a door. We definitely should have a door here to get out onto the green roof. But we'll deal with that in a bit. So I want to do... This side I don't love, honestly. I don't love how this lines up here. But I think it might just be something we have to live with. Like, this looks clunky here. Unless we push... Let's try this. Song sounds off key. So if we do this, that kind of lines up everything better here. In the middle, we can do a double door instead. We go like this. This is just for show right now. We're going to be changing this, but just for the time being. And then this would come in like this. And that works much better. We have to do the same thing on the other side, so we don't forget. So the reason that we're not super ambitious today on what we're doing is because there's a good likelihood, like it might only be a shorter stream, like an hour to an hour and a half. So we may only work to finish the exterior, but we'll see kind of where we're at. And then decide from there afterwards. In about an hour, I guess we'll say. So yeah, that kind of... So you walk out here, and then you'd have like a... It might be kind of nice, honestly, if we do kind of like a vineyard up here. Yeah. What are our thoughts on that? And ladder on this side is going to be more difficult, but we'll see if we can do it. I don't actually know. Oh, there we go. So you have your vines in here. I don't know anything about growing grapes, so I don't know how accurate that is, but I don't know what else to do with this area, though. I don't know whether I want to do like a seating area or... It might be interesting, too. We could do something like this. Actually, that would make more sense on the higher roof than here. Like that, just some small detail level. A bench. That's a good idea. Now, how do we want to maybe... Is this Minecraft music? What playlist is this from? I've never heard anything like this in my life. Now, so you walk out here, you got the bench. Oh, you fall to your death. You got the benches. Just this other last little bit of space we got to try and capitalize on here, or maximize. I don't know what to do. Let me think. I don't live in this kind of luxury to have these kind of things available to me. There's maybe like an outdoor barbecue type of thing. This will go here. This just can't be that close. Like an outdoor kitchen, but if that's the case, then these should be closer. This should be over. I guess it could be like that. You'd sit near the vineyard, and you just kind of cook in this area. If you put something in here, does it actually smoke? Is there a way to make this emit smoke? That's all the smoke it emits? That tiny amount? That's not enough. We're gonna put a campfire on top. Okay. Maybe not. I wanted there to be smoke. What if, but I don't want the actual campfire to be showing. Maybe if I do... Does it still go through a trapdoor? Yes. It does. Okay. So then we could put an iron trapdoor here. Do that so it's thicker. And obviously you wouldn't have grass under here, you'd have some sort of play or something, because there'd be a fire risk to have just grass. And then here we can just have like mini fridge. Whereas normally I would do like a classic double stack. I won't in this case. My block placement is terrible today. You think the benches you're saying? Space is awkward, but I can't do anything about it because of has to be the 2. Yeah, I think that does look better. A little bit more color. So that's where we're at here. There should be some lighting. I think we'll deal with the lighting at the end, though. I'm happy with that, though. I think that looks good. And then the other side, I think we're just going to do a garden. The interior of this is going to be a real project, I think. Because I haven't done anything really of this magnitude in a long time. But we will see. Thud. Sorry, dropped something there on my desk. So I'm thinking this is a bedroom, like a guest bedroom, because this, in theory, the masters would be on the 2nd floor. Like this whole wing in here would be 1 bedroom probably, and then maybe we can do 2 bedrooms here. But if this is going to be the guest bedroom, we need to have some amount of like luxury. Not too much. We do just the lights. I only have 1 monitor in my like in the place I record, or I mean in general where my computer is, and so when I stream, I can only like I have the stream up on my my phone, and that's how I can read chat. But where I had it positioned, there was a glare, and I couldn't actually see. That's why I was super delayed on answering. Like Yusuf, I don't know if you're still here. I missed that message earlier that you're my biggest fan. Thank you for your support of the channel. Hopefully you're still here. So I'm thinking this for the bedroom. We need a bathroom somewhere in this area. In theory, it's really thin. It's a really thin area for anything, really. Maybe we do a hallway and the bathroom's like this. Hallway down. Door here to the bathroom. Bed goes here. Like that. That could work. Yeah, I think that's what we'll go with. Which we're not doing interiors yet, but I need to figure out interiors just so I can do whatever I want to do on the side here. So for sure we're taking 2 on the side. That's what we've been doing everywhere else, so we're taking 2 there as well. So if we wanted to do some grand window, looking at 5 potentially. Like that. That wouldn't match anything anywhere. Do that, we can kind of carry it over, and then we just have the double up here. And we'll cover this kind of area up in the middle with vines and such. Because the other thing we have to consider is if this is a European house, there's probably not air conditioning, which means we need to have some ability to like open windows and things. Like you do need to have a lot of windows, otherwise the place is just going to have no air flow and it's going to be hot all the time. Especially this short piece here, because the sun's just going to be baking down on it all day. So go like this. The only one I don't love is here, because this is just going to be a window into a wall. Perhaps we maybe don't fill that one in. Okay, there we go. So then there the shutters are closed, and that's the way we get around this issue where we can't put a shutter. So those windows, the shutters are closed, which is the guest bedroom. Here there should be shutters as well. Put those like that. Okay. I actually think that looks half decent. So let me go to this side. This side we have a lot more ability to kind of fiddle around with because there's no long wall. Like the wall here is completely what we want to do with it. Just for now, let me clear out this grass. Here there can't be anything. This is a bathroom. So all the way across here we're going to have no wall. Like this. Carry this up like this. So this is where we'll put maybe some sort of thing growing up at the wall. So it's not just a flat wall. Now the question is, do we want to have some sort of like design? Like a wall going up. Oh, this is too low. It's like that. I think. Here, what doesn't like my thought is here. Because again, you want to be able to open the window and let the steam out if you're having a shower. And here there should be a walkout of some sort, so... Door. Okay, so there's that wall. I'll probably bring this all the way, this grass over like this. I mean, it probably won't end up being grass, but for now it can be grass. So this is kind of like the... Like this side is like the guest suite side. This is, my thought is this is more the entertaining side. So here we may even have the door here and have this be like a covered outside part, kind of like we had in this area here, like this. Like I kind of like how this turned out. So we can emulate it similarly with maybe the door being like halfway. I think that would look good. Like somewhere here is the door. And this is like an outdoor piece. The fireplace here. Spotify. Music is from Spotify. And now we've gone to stand by while I change the music. There we go. Then we gotta light up the fire with some flint and steel. It is all Minecraft music, yes. So it's a playlist on Spotify of basically every Minecraft song that is available, like without copyright strikes. No. It's not playing in game. It's on Spotify playing in the background. So some of the music is from the game. Other music is from different parts of... So like this song is from the Minecraft Live soundtrack from this year. So right now it's going to be playing a bunch of music from the Minecraft Live soundtrack, and then it's going to go to other stuff. So I'm skipping the stuff that I don't want to have play. But basically any Minecraft map that's made, they put it into a Spotify playlist that creators can use, so that we have stuff to use for our music without getting copyright strikes. So for the next few minutes, it's going to be goofy, like Minecraft Live music, if you watch Minecraft Live this year. But it's better, I think sometimes having goofy... Like, having sometimes goofy Minecraft Live music is probably better than having the same songs play every single stream I do, so that's my thought process behind using this. So I liked how it did the roof here. So we're going to want to copy that. I can't place. I feel like I've got a failure rate of like 50% today on block placement. Yeah, this music's goofy now. Hold on, let me skip ahead a bit to see what's... So this is from... I don't know what this is from. There's no cover on it. So it could be from any of the games, versions of the game. Could be from Minecraft Dungeons, could be from Minecraft Legends. A bunch of different places it could be from. So this side we're saying is going to be like a balcony for, or doorway for these people here. I don't know if this is just like a me thing, or if this is just a general thing, but I have a hard time building things that are not symmetrical. So I don't think grass would be the answer here, especially if we want to do some sort of farm. And we're going to have to actually, on this side, move these down. Otherwise, we're not going to have any definition at all. Yes. Okay, so actually this one could stay where it is. So if the thought's to do a garden, we'd once again need grass, but we also would need water somehow without making it leak through to the bottom floor. Unless we could do elevated. Maybe we'll do that. We'll do an elevated garden here. We'll go this and grass on top. We're going to do it all the way to here so we can wall this off, because we're walling this off, right? This is going to be the exit to outside. So under here, well, this shouldn't be this actually, this should be something else. But what should this be? The ceiling of outside. What do we use in the front? We should be consistent. We used spruce and granite. So we're going to use granite here. This. And we'll do spruce right across. Then we can hang the lights for the this is the exterior area. Then here we need some trapdoors. And I ruined all my dirt paths. That's okay, we'll replace them. Go. Does water leak through a 1 block as well? Does that leak, or is it just if it's a 2 block? Or I mean if it's a slab. I think it's just a slab. Now what do we want to plant? Good question. think just honestly, maybe carrots and potatoes as well. I guess I don't really need the water, but it looks aesthetically, it looks proper, so we'll leave it. Hey Skywalking, thanks for joining the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Okay, so there, we got the outdoor garden. This is too intense for me. Arc Illager's Pig Step is what that's called. So this, the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs are from the Hello Kitty Minecraft map, if I'm understanding this cover correctly, on Bedrock. So you don't recognize any of this because I don't play any of the Bedrock maps, which I guess in theory I could start playing, but okay, I've got a crazy idea for this. Just bear with me for this area out here. I'm good, thank you. Trying to get my Minecraft creative juices flowing. I admittedly have kind of been in a funk lately. Not just with Minecraft, but I think with gaming in general. I just haven't found the passion to build really much. Or do anything else in any other video games for that matter. And I'm trying to figure out if it's just there's nothing out that, like, I haven't gotten a new video game in a long time. Because nothing's really interested me that's been new. Other than City Skylines I was interested in, but it kind of looks like a flop, so I didn't get it. Which I still go back and forth with whether I should get that, but one of the creators I really like watching. They play Grand Theft Auto 5, mostly racing stuff on 5M servers. His name's Bruffy1322 is his channel. If you like Grand Theft Auto or like racing video or like video games in general, I would suggest checking out his channel because it's a really good one. So I watch it. I've been watching it for a few years. I don't even play Grand Theft Auto anymore, but mostly because I'm just waiting for the new one to come out. But one of his last videos, he sort of talked about having an existential crisis in the sense of something that he started his channel with, like, it's not as popular anymore. And I'm not in that situation, but I'm in a kind of similar one in the sense of what gets views on my channel and what I want to do on my channel are probably not the same. So I'm at a point where I need to figure out what I'm doing, like if I'm doing this for to please viewers, if I'm doing this to sort of enjoy making content myself, a middle ground, which is I think probably the best answer, but because we're at a point right now where, like, I'm enjoying doing this. This is why I'm doing this 2 weeks in a row. Like, it could just be in the area we're in Toronto. I haven't enjoyed doing Toronto as much recently as I have previous. And I think part of that's just a normal sort of cycle of building in Toronto, which if you're maybe you're watching this and you have no idea what Toronto is. Toronto is sort of the most popular. Building Toronto is a project where we aim to build the city of Toronto, Canada on a 1-to-1 scale in Minecraft. and I've been doing that for, we're in our 8th year, I believe. And it's by far the most popular thing on my channel, to the point where if I do anything else, I lose subscribers and I don't get very good views. So whenever I do something else, I'm kind of like, oh, what am I doing this for? I should just work on Toronto instead. But right now, for the last probably 2 months, maybe month, I haven't been super motivated to work on Toronto because I've kind of been burnt out of the project a bit. The area we're working on isn't one of my favorite styles to build in. And so because of that, there's just been less content on the channel, if that makes sense. Because every time I try and do something new, it kind of doesn't do well, and I usually end up a bit. Where did this come from? Hod Towered? What is this? Why is he also not walking? What is going on? What? What is this? Why is he just gliding across? Why is he just gliding across the grass? What? I've lost all train of thought. Okay, anyways, yeah, so like there are other things other games I want to play, potentially. Like City Skylines 2, I considered buying and doing a playthrough of, but based on what I was seeing, I didn't think let him graze. I'll lead Hot Tower to his piece. Like, there didn't seem like there was not necessarily much support, because I think there would have been support, but the game just didn't seem that polished, and I didn't really want to buy an unpolished game. I don't want to reward a company that should have developed their game better and reward them by buying an unfinished game. So I'll wait till that game goes on sale and I'll probably buy it. But I don't think at this point the ship has sailed on recording that. Probably like do you want to kind of strike while the iron's hot on a new game, and the iron's not hot anymore with that game. So Grand Theft Auto 6 is something that I will for sure play. But I don't know whether that's something that you guys will want to watch necessarily, because it's a very different style than Minecraft, right? And I kind of, in a way, with Toronto did what I wanted to avoid when I started, which is I didn't want to do something and then it became who I was on YouTube or as a gamer or in general. So in a way, I'm kind of almost suffering from the success of Toronto. Toronto's been much more successful, at least from an attention perspective. Like, my channel hasn't really grown exponentially, but from a recognition perspective, like, I've got people that have come onto Toronto and visited from throughout the world, which is incredible. And so, like, I don't want to take that for granted either. Obviously, I'm really grateful for the success Toronto's had. It's one of the reasons why I keep recording it, doing the videos, and obviously, like, and I say this in every Toronto video, but without the building team, I would have given up on that project a long time ago, success of it or not, just because I wouldn't have had the motivation to keep building. So, without them, they're really the heroes of that story. Without the Toronto builders, like, there'd be no Toronto. But I'm kind of struggling, and from a creative perspective, to figure out what exactly I want to do on YouTube. Kind of having an existential crisis, which is what I think is kind of not normal, but it's not completely unexpected when you've been making content or just playing video games for as long as you have. Like, think of the longevity of Minecraft. How many things have you done in your life? Or, like, for me, I've been playing this game for almost 15 years. Like, I'm trying to think about, I think I got the game in 2012. So this is my 14th year of playing Minecraft. how many things in your life can you say you do 14 years consistently and still enjoy? So it's kind of it's pretty, I don't know if impressive is the right word, and like not impressive in the sense of like I'm impressive, but it's impressive from the creators of Minecraft for sure, that they're able to make something that after all these years people still, myself included, want to play. So just trying to figure out what I want to do. I really want to, and the other problem is like the people I enjoy playing with, a lot of them are busier now. Specifically like Star is one of the people that I really enjoy playing Minecraft with, and he's been extremely busy the last few months. So I don't think we've played Minecraft or any other video game together for like, I want to say 3 months almost, probably at this point. And one of the things I really wanted to do was potentially start just doing a regular Minecraft vanilla survival playthrough, just like playing the game as it was made, because I haven't played Minecraft. This is something I kind of realized with the update. The update that came out a few weeks ago. I haven't played like just vanilla survival Minecraft. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. I haven't played vanilla survival Minecraft in, I think, like 4 or 5 updates. So I think it'd be fun to just kind of rediscover the game again. The other thing is I've had the game for, like I said, in my 14th year of playing, and I haven't beaten the Ender Dragon, like start to finish once, other than like someone else did all the work and I just kind of went with them. Which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Like, I've been playing this game for 15 years, and I haven't finished, quote unquote, finished the game, which is a testament to the game itself, in a way. How impressive it is. I have not heard of the game Junction. Oh, maybe... No, I don't think I've heard of the game Junctions, unless it's the one... I know Newfoundlander Soul Guardian is playing a game that he shares sometimes, not City Skylines, another one. I don't know if that was Junctions, but that is a genre I enjoy playing, like the kind of simulation, like City Skylines type games. The problem is you have to dump so many hours into them, and I also, with just life in general, I don't have time to dump into games as often anymore as I used to. But the reason why I think I enjoyed so much coming back to Belle Cappy is because it kind of is just, it's not thoughtless. Like I'm putting a lot of thought into the work I'm doing here. But apparently I didn't put any thought into lighting on this roof. We're gonna go the old classic torch, item frame, stair. Can't go wrong. Nice. And then over here, I will figure out something later. What is the purpose of... You can design intersections and stuff. Oh, interesting. I'm very excited for Grand Theft Auto 5 or Grand Theft Auto 6. This is something that you probably, like, I don't think anyone left on my channel would know this. I used to record Grand Theft Auto videos. I deleted them all from the channel because I didn't like the production quality they were. But I originally, like, my first computer that I built for Grand Theft Auto 5. Or it would have been 4 even, actually. No, I built it for Grand Theft Auto 4, I think. But with the purpose of playing that game. So I'm excited for Grand Theft Auto 6, and then that's going to be a big sort of crossroads decision for me because I'm not going to know, like, I record relatively family-friendly content here. That's not because I feel like it's a necessity, but it's just, why would I sort of be vulgar for content like this? Like, that wouldn't make sense. And I'm also not very, like, those of you who've been watching the channel for a while. Okay, that's a good point. It's not going to be up till 2027, and at which point I will have already played it on my Xbox. So That's kind of the whole other issue, right? Is and that's actually what happened with Grand Theft Auto 5 as well. Is I bought it first on console because it came out on console first, so I never really had the opportunity to like, I'm not going to do a playthrough of a game I've already played through. Like, that's not going to be good content for you guys to watch. So I don't know. I don't know what the future is going to hold for my channel. It's basically just a long-winded. This whole discussion is just kind of that, really. So I have no idea what the future is going to hold for it. I don't like this down here. What do I do here? Is there the same step down on this side as there's over there? No. How's that possible? Is this not even? Is this at a different level, or am I just losing my mind here? These are different heights. What am I doing? Oh my god, I've lost my mind. Okay, we can fix this, that's fine. Too busy yapping. Too much yapping happening. Not enough. Okay. I was earlier, I was like, why isn't this lining up? Like, I don't remember having this issue on the other side. Because this tucks in like this, I believe, on the other side. And I was trying to figure out why it wasn't happening here. Right? It goes yeah. See, I was like, why is this not lining up properly? That makes sense. Okay. That's good. I'll be back 1 second. I'm just going to check on my dinner. So, I guess that leads me back to my kind of original question, or like existential crisis of like, what would you watch me play? Because if I'm gonna play video, like say I'm streaming, I feel like streaming is more. Other games, I feel like I'm more likely to stream than I am to than play like recordings and come back to, other than like something like other than something that's like, I don't know, maybe City Skylines. Like if I played City Skylines, maybe I would record that. But I don't have that much time anymore to dedicate to making content. Not as nearly as much as I'd like to have, that's for sure. And so because of that, like it's more efficient from a time-wise perspective to do kind of streams. But like if I'm going to be streaming for nobody, I'm just not going to stream and I'll just, you know, and play myself. Like just I'll just play without recording. So it's like, what would you watch me play on from a content perspective? Is there things you would like me to play, things you wouldn't like me to play? And how do you like the streaming? Because streaming's not something I do that often. It's more, I would stream Toronto more, but it goes back to the whole 2 monitors issue where I require 2 monitors really to build Toronto, unless I go like if I'm streaming. And like when I set up my office, I did a really bad job. Like it was really stupid the way I set this up. Like I have one massive monitor. It's like I think 34 inches wide or something, which is really great for casual gaming, but for making content, it's brutal because I basically need to set up a laptop if I want to. Like I need to set up a laptop if I want to be able to see anything. I agree with that point, LA. Like I said, I wanted to do one of my plans this year, and our plans have kind of gone to the wayside for this server, admittedly, largely because Star's become very busy. Star's suffering from success, which is a good thing. Like, and I'm happy in a way. Like it's obviously I wish that Star could be around more to could be around more to sort of hang out and to be in streams and be in all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, the reason he's not around is because he's busy working, making a living, right? So I'm not going to complain about that because it's not, I'm happy about it. I'm happy that Star is having success in his life. But my plan for the year, and it wasn't just my plan, it was Star and I's plan, was to have Toronto's update, because we're in the middle of a massive update in Toronto. Have Toronto's update done in the first quarter of the year, so that would have been the end of March. That has not happened, and that has not happened because Star was busy, and I was busy, but mostly Star, because I don't know how to update things, and I'm not good at that kind of aspect of Minecraft. I've started learning out of necessity because Star's been so busy, but not at a point where I can update the server. So we still have a good amount of stuff that we want to do in Toronto before we update other things. So we're way behind on that now. Like Q2 is done tomorrow, and at the end of Q2, we wanted to have the survival revamp finished. We have a survival server on Belle, or on the EasyCraft network. This is once again way too hype for. One second. Let me find some music that's not. Let's try this. Yeah, it's better. The plan was to update the survival server by the end of now. Like we'd be done the update now. We'd relaunch now, and then do like a streaming of the survival playthrough. Basically, was the plan. So I'd be playing with Star. I really enjoy making content with Star, like the streams and stuff. I think it's better content. I think it's I think it's better content to watch, and I think I have a better time doing it. Like when I stream by myself, by the end of this stream, like if we've been going for an hour and 20 minutes, if by the time we get to like the 2-hour mark, I'm tired. Not physically tired, just like mentally tired, because I'm basically talking to myself for 2 hours straight. There's no, like, I have to think of the conversations, and obviously you guys talking to me in chat has that too. But the other thing is, like, I don't really play I'm kind of like, there's a meme all the time that I see a lot on like Instagram now and YouTube Shorts, I guess, to a degree, but I don't really watch YouTube Shorts like consistently. It's like I've retired from multiplayer games, and that's kind of true. Like, I don't really play multiplayer games that much anymore, just because, like, I don't play video games to, like, when you're younger, when you're between, like, I don't know, whenever you start playing video games. So like I started playing video games at probably like 12 or 13. When you're 12 or 13 until you're like, you know, until you get like a full-time job, basically, you play video games in part to be competitive. Like, it's at least for me, I was like, I played competitive. I'm a competitive person. I like competing in things, and so I played video games competitively. Like, I played Call of Duty, Black Ops 2. I played competitively. That was probably the most competitive I was in first-person shooters, other than Counter-Strike. And obviously, I streamed Counter-Strike for a while here on the server. I mean, on the channel, and like, I don't play Counter-Strike at all anymore. I haven't even opened the game in probably like 5 months or 6 months, because I just don't. I don't want to play video games to be angry anymore. And like, that's what would inevitably happen regardless, is like, eventually you're gonna get a teammate who's a fool, or something's gonna happen, and you're just gonna end up being mad at them. And it's like, I don't want to do that anymore, which in turn makes it very difficult to like if I had a group of 4, what's that new game called? 1 second, let me see if I can find it quickly here. There's a new game that's like all the rage. It's like $7 on Steam. It kind of reminds me of what's the game? Oh my god, I'm just blanking on everything now. Something Beasts is the other game, where you have like the 4 players and they kind of Peak. The new game is Peak. Peak is like all the rage these days, and it looks fun. And like, if I had 3 other people to play that game with, I would stream that game, or I would play that game like and record the sessions and then upload them. But I don't have, like, my friends who play video games, they play them so sparingly now, or like getting our schedules to line up, especially if it's like a multiplayer game like that where there's like 4 people, it's next to impossible. So that kind of leaves us in the predicament of, okay, well, how do I make content, and content that, 1, you guys enjoy as viewers, but 2, that I enjoy making, because that's an important aspect of making content that kind of goes, I'm not going to say unheard of, because like, people are obviously somewhat aware of it, but like, there's kind of an old saying that, I mean, maybe it's not an old saying, but there's a saying that love is like a fart. I'm going to swear here, so if you're attuned to swear or don't like swearing, then you should like plug your ears or something. Love's like a fart. If you have to force it, it's probably shit. And I think making content's pretty similar. Like, if you're trying to force content, it's going to be bad. Like, it's not going to be enjoyable. You're going to be able to tell that the viewer is going to be able to tell that you're just making content because you feel like the need to make content. And that's what I don't want to fall into. And I feel like in the past, I don't think I've put out content that's bad, because if it's bad, like, I've made videos before that I just didn't I just didn't upload them, because like, after I made them, I'm like, this is garbage. And then I just ended up, like, that was in times where it was like, I haven't put out a video in a month, and the viewers expect videos to watch. And I think that honestly, like, a creator I have more respect for than maybe any other creator on the internet, and he's a super small creator, is... Yes, an EasyCraft is still real. A creator I have more respect for than, like, really anyone else is Dingy Fried. Dingy, who's a builder on the Toronto project, went and basically, like, oh, dropping my phone again. Sorry about that. Dingy went a year between making videos. And he didn't make a year between videos because he just didn't make content. He spent a year making his latest video. And, like, that amount of patience and just commitment to perfection is something that is really impressive. But it's the ultimate, like, obviously I'm sure Dingy wants views, but if you put that much time into making your content, it's going to be something you're doing it because you're enjoying yourself. You know what I mean? And I feel like the trap that the bigger a channel gets, the trap more you fall into more easily is that there's an expectation for you to make content. Like, maybe not for a channel, like my channel, no, because my channel is small. It doesn't really have, like, it has a loyal following. I'm so lucky to have such a loyal fan base like I do, and like a active. I think for the size channel I have, the community is very active, which is excellent. It's like I'm very lucky to have that, but there's no expectation. Like, if I don't make content for like 3 months, a couple of people in the Discord would be like, what's happened? But by and large, like, the YouTube community, like, I don't think I'd be getting many comments being like, oh my god, what's going on? Obviously, as you get bigger, that happens more and more. But I still sort of feel the pressure of, and maybe pressure is not the right word, but I still feel the, like, when I'm not putting out content, like, if I haven't put out something in a while, like, actually this, like, last 2 week period, I was, like, thinking to myself, like, I need to put something out here or people are going to start leaving the channel. And it's, like, I've been making content for, I think my first video came out 11 years ago. And that was not, like, content in the sense of, like, a content creator. Like, I was a kid at that point, just trying to figure out what YouTube even was, right? But still, like, the first video I put out was on the 11th of April 2012, so more than 13 years ago. And, like, still to this, like, with the size channel I have, any subscriber I gain or lose, I notice. Like, even on days I don't check, on days I don't upload, I still check the channel and see if there's comments and see if there's anyone asking questions about, like, the map or things like that. And I also obviously would see the subscriber count. Like, anytime I lose a subscriber, I notice. Anytime I gain a subscriber, I notice. And it's like that sort of, and maybe that's, I mean, this is probably my fault that it feels that way, but it's like, if I'm not making content, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna lose this subscriber that I've never had as many subscribers as I have now. I don't want to drop it and then, like, I'm on the decline. You know what I mean? I always want to keep trying to progress. And so, in a way, that's kind of made me scared to try new things and try new games and because I don't want to try something that, like, anytime I've had a big jump in subscribers, it's because Toronto's gotten attention. That's the only thing that's ever really gone quote unquote viral on my channel is Toronto. So my fear is that if I do something else, I'm going to lose that ability. Like, I'm going to lose those subscribers that I worked so hard to get on Toronto. Because doing something like this stream, isn't work. This is fun. I'm just hanging out. We're talking. Some people are asking questions in the chat. But, like, the building of Toronto, and I think the builders would probably attest to this too. Like, we're cranking out all the old sayings today, but there's the other old saying that if you find a job you love, you never work a day in your life. And Toronto, like, everyone who builds on Toronto loves building on Toronto. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it. But, like, it is work. Like, it is, you have to research, some of the builds take, this doesn't line up. What's going on here? Oh, no, it does, never mind. Some of these builds take, like, hours and hours of research. So it's not that I don't enjoy doing it, but like the subscribers that I've gotten from Toronto, which is my channel's at like 2.7 thousand, so like 2,700. Of that 2,700, I'm certain that at least 1,500 to 2,000 of them, so between 2/3 to like between 66% to 80% of the subscribers have come exclusively for Toronto. So I've always got this fear that if I do something other than Toronto, they're going to leave. And then it's like I did all this work on Toronto, and I grew the popularity of Toronto. Grew it like from a viewer perspective, but also from like I built an awesome team of people that I enjoy playing video games with. And from there, now basically I wanted to try something new, and now I've lost all those viewers or all those subscribers, and it's like that's kind of what I'm always in my mind always thinking about. Whether that's reasonable or not, I'll let you sort of be the judge of, but saying it out loud, I feel like it's probably not reasonable, to be honest. But that's how I feel. So it's just sort of a passion project. If you're talking about Toronto, this isn't Toronto. This is Belle, Cappy, which is something that we launched, I guess, a couple years ago now. Which is like a world building project with 6 different distinct regions. So I'm working on the Italian region right now. But Toronto still exists. Like there's a visitor right now, Poland, looking around Toronto, and then Apache, one of our builders, is still working on it, and I still make pretty regular content on that. And no, we don't get anything out of it. Like I don't make money. I mean, I have some patrons, which I'm thankful for on Patreon, which cover like expenses. Like I make $13 a month on Patreon, and I'm super thankful for those patrons because that helps cover. I do have some like monthly expenses. Star has a lot more than me. But I have some monthly expenses as well, and at the very least, like Patreon covers the monthly expenses I have, which allows me to sort of not worry about, like, I can do this for fun, and if I ever want to stop doing it, like in theory I can, right? But I don't have to, which is nice. But no, I mean, to the short answer to your question is it's a passion project. Especially Toronto. Toronto, I'm lucky enough to have other people that share the same crazy passion that I do. This is kind of what I'm, like, these videos, the reason I've done 2 Belle Cappy streams in a row is because this kind of is almost like a de-stress mechanism. Like, I do this, and I just build based on what I'm just chatting with you guys, and we're talking, and I'm not aimlessly building, like, I'm putting thought into it, but I'm not looking back and forth between this and Google Maps and trying to get every single meter detail correct. Here I can kind of just build with my mind, and hopefully it won't turn out crap, but if it does turn out crap, then who cares? I can tear it down and start over. Should be consistent here. We'll cover all the... So, Apache, you told me to let our boy Hod Towered graze. If I let him keep grazing, he's going to live in here. So I'll give you an opportunity to decide whether we should remove him. Thank you, Flurk. It is... Toronto is pretty impressive. And that's why anytime I feel like, oh, like, I don't want to do it anymore, I look at the place and I'm like, okay, like, we've spent so long working on it. I've developed friendships working on it, and like some of the people on the team I've actually met. Like, and so it's like, you can't give up on that. And so many people find joy in that project. I think the problem isn't Toronto. I don't know when you joined, Fluric, but I started off like almost, actually probably more than half an hour ago, basically having an existential crisis. But the problem isn't Toronto. The problem is that, like, I feel like if I just may as well be piling in mobile games. I need to do other things other than Toronto, and I think that would bring back my enjoyment. That would bring back my enjoyment of Toronto as well. Like, I think the reason I'm burnt out from Toronto is because all I'm making right now, before Belle Cappy, these Belle Cappy streams started back up, was all I was doing on for content was Toronto. For now, he can go in the workman's stable. And I think Belle Cappy has the potential to be something really cool if we had some more builders on it. But my thought is I basically, like, I didn't want to be a Minecraft only channel, but if I was a Minecraft only channel, I didn't want to be an only Toronto streaming channel. Oh, okay. So basically, Fluric, this started off with me sort of saying, like, that I'm concerned that if I only stream, or if I start doing other things other than Toronto, I'm gonna be making content for nobody because no one's gonna watch, or less people are gonna watch. But from talking out loud and sort of thinking about it, at the end of the day, it's not like I'm gonna abandon Toronto. I'm always gonna build it, but I'm always gonna work on it and make content on it. But I think it's better. I think I'll have better content if I also make other things like this. And like this kind of came out of nowhere. Actually, this didn't come out of nowhere. This came out of Nenula, who's the most active builder on Belle Cappy, which is like I said, it's a city building project. You can just apply to build, and then you can build in one of the 6 regions of this massive world. And Nenula was always bothering me to record, and finally I was like, you know what, Nenula's right. I should record on this, and I'm really glad I did, because I've been having a great time building this. Like, I haven't built anything other than Toronto in Minecraft since I built this, which was at the launch of Belle Cappy, which launched, like, let me quickly check when the first Belle Cappy video was. 2023, April 2023. So 2 years ago. I hadn't built anything in Minecraft other than Toronto in 2 years. And I think that was starting to, like, make Toronto feel like a job. So that's my rant on that. Will there be other games that I play on this channel? Maybe. Probably not Grand Theft Auto, because it's going to come out way before on console than it will on PC. So I'll just play it on console. But like, the favorite game I've ever played is not Minecraft. My favorite game is Red Dead Redemption 2. Because of the storyline, because of how different it is. The game I play the most is definitely Minecraft, but the most masterful, like the most well-made game I think I've ever played is Red Dead Redemption 2. That was like a movie. It was like cinema, except in the form of, in the form of a video game. All that's left here is this last piece. And I have no clue how to deal with this. I think here we bring this across. Uh-oh. Apache's here. Maybe he's gonna steal Pod towered away. There's some angry, or not angry, there's some loud neighbors walking by here. Toronto is in its 8th year. we just actually surpassed when was it? April 11th. Sorry, we're in our 9th year. April 11th, 20 is the anniversary of Toronto. Started in 2017. So we're in the 9th year of building on that map. Not many maps in Minecraft are that old. Other than like Anarchy servers where there's no actual, like, they're just in a state of decay. I believe so, yeah. Yep, I am on Faithful. I'm on an outdated version of Faithful, but I am on Faithful. I've been using Faithful since I started Toronto, basically, so I honestly don't even know what default textures look like anymore. Been griefed. It's a commitment, but it's also like we've kind of all, I think all the builders have developed friendships with each other too. So it's a commitment in the way, but it's also not in other ways. It's sort of just hanging out with your friends. And we've had builders come and go. The main one that, like, the most influential builder of the ones that came and went was definitely Seth Bacon. Like, we've had, and actually no, that's not true. I'm gonna take that back, actually. Seth Bacon was definitely a big contributor, but I would say that Storm was a bigger influential builder, because Storm was the third builder we had on the project after me and Star. So when they left, that was the fact that if we were going to stop the project, it would have stopped when they left, because they were one of the original builders. So exterior of this house is done, which is pretty sweet. Now the hard work starts of figuring out the landscaping. Seth Bacon was the highest ranking person we've had leave. Like, they were helping us try and choose the direction of the map. And ultimately, I think they left because they had some creative differences with where they thought the map should go. But losing Storm was more sad to me as a builder, because they were, like I said, someone that I had built with for so long when it was just us. Like, there wasn't anyone else. But that being said, I'm lucky to have the builders I have now. Like, Apache's been with this team now for probably like 6 years or more, maybe. Apache, how long have you been building in Toronto for? A long time. I think you were weren't you the next builder after Storm? and Mike has stepped up in a big way since they've joined the project. I think they've been here for 2 years, and they're in a leadership role. They're more active than me most of the time. So, like I said, I'm lucky to have the builders I have, and that's why it doesn't really feel like that big of a commitment for Toronto. The content creation side is the side that feels like a commitment at times sometimes, and that's where the issue is. Where would the entrance be? Probably here. When were you? What was your Minecraft name, or is your name on YouTube your Minecraft name? G-Marks! Oh my god! Are you kidding me? You're like one of the original 5 players on an Easy Craft. How you doing? You were in my original town on Valcrest with Ash Casual as our mayor way back in the day. Hog, you want to talk about a blast from the past? So glad you're in the stream. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I wonder about I wonder about some of the people that were on that server. That was such a... Like, life was so different back then. Like, you're almost done college. We were all kids when we started playing on that server. Other than the owner of the server, he wasn't a kid. Glad you're doing well, though. It's awesome that you joined the stream. You ever feel like playing Minecraft? Hop in the server. Where we'd... I always enjoy it when the original players kind of pop in, or... Not to say I don't like the new players. Of course I like the new players too, but... Without original players, you have no players at all, because you never start anything, so... Did you ever come on? I remember playing with you on Valcrest. I don't remember if you ever came on our EasyCraft server or not. Well, if you need a place to play, let me know. You can we can get you set up on, if you want to do creative, I can get you set up here on Belle Cappy pretty quick. Our Townie server is on 1.19 still. We haven't updated that in a while. You missed earlier in the stream. I was talking about how we had some plans basically to have Toronto updated by the end of the first quarter. We're not quite done that update yet, and then as a result of the rebuild of Townie is a little behind, but what are our thoughts on what to make the patio out of here? I think this should be a rose this here. Like, we need to know what block I should make the outskirt of, or outskirt with. What did I do in the front? Maybe cobble exterior. See, Arcadian and well, Mun was a moderator for a while, so obviously that I would remember. But I'd remember your name before Arcs. I feel like we were in the same town on Valcrest for a long time too. So I'm gonna do Cobble Deep Slate in the back. I think Cobble Deep Slate would be better. Yeah, that was my thought, was like have the walk down over here, like in the corner. Like I was going to make this elevated, have a little like elevated patio here. And then a walk down and make this area here a flower bed up to here. or like a not flower bed, like a grown-in area with trees and stuff, and then make some sort of seating area down in this, and then eventually we would have to add a boathouse. That would be another episode, but that's kind of my thought there. Mud bricks. Oh, that would actually, yeah, that's smart, because this would match, that would match up here. That's a good idea. What did I use for the fence here? It was red, right? Yeah. I don't know if I necessarily need... I don't think I need the fence. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna try pattern patio with a couple deep slate and something else. Yeah, because we definitely need another patio area, because there's no seating here. Like, we could put umbrellas here with some places to sit or lay down, like up here. But, like, there's no seated part. I think I might be lazy here and just put big trees. Like, oh no, you know what? There's trees that Newfoundland built. I'll put some of those in there. I always forget about those trees. Like, but here's where the stairs would be. Stairs would come down like that. So we keep that open. This would be walled in the same. This doesn't even sound like a Minecraft song. We don't have any actual patio. We don't. So we can really do whatever we want here, because this is kind of like loose gravel driveway. The only really pattern we have is this, which, I mean, I kind of like how this looks. Just wondering if that would be too busy on such a big scale. Like, the white is very bright. We could double up the deep slate. For now, we're just going to do this. That's temporary. We could do it like this. I always forget that this block has a different pattern depending on how you put it down. I like this. I like how that looks. Rare is the day that you hear Gamefruitpulp say he likes how something looks, but I like how that looks. Tetris? This is Tetris. Okay, yes, we're not playing Tetris, that's for sure. Retro arcade action. Don't steal my, don't go steal my mule, or I'm gonna be upset. Five, six, seven, eight. Okay, we need to find more music I like, because I don't like any of this. We're gonna go to an hour of glowing cave and hear see what that sounds like. It's from the Minecraft. Here, I can show it to you. I can put it in the chat 1 sec. I believe it was this. It's called the Matrix Dungeon Tetris theme. Okay, this one's not actual music, so we do need to find some actual music. Oh, the classics. We'll end off. I mean, we're in hour 3 now of the stream, but I've been having a good time today. We had some good discussions. So as long as you guys want to keep watching, I'll keep going for a little bit. Why not? No problem. Yeah, 24-hour stream. Definitely. Oh no. Why is there water? Where's the water coming from? Oh, is it because I... Oh, what have I done? Get out the emergency sponge. Okay, so Can I put on the sad music? Well, we're just rolling through C418 stuff, so eventually we'll get there. And then when we get to the end of C418, I think is when we'll call it a stream. So. There's this what you were looking for? Okay. That's too long. There we go. That's better. See now this is looking suitable for a spawn. Now what else does it need though is the question. While I think about what else it needs, I'm going to go once again check on dinner. Trying to make pulled pork in a slow cooker. I'm a little worried because it's supposed to be half done and it doesn't look pullable yet, so could be a problem. See you, Apache. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good night. We'll probably go for about 15 more minutes, and then we'll wrap it up as well. Even though I did say we'd go... I did say I'd go for a lot longer, but... the throat is getting somewhat dry now that there's... since there's no one else to talk other than me. Uh-oh. I have a sneaking suspicion that just went into the bedroom of this house. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. Going to the roof? Was it the perfect length? It was. Okay, that works. And then we just bone meal it up, I think, around here. Oh, this is what messed up. Okay, I was gonna say, there's no way none of that messed up. So, there we go. Nice. This is too dark over here. Maybe we'll do another torch. My thought is we'll do the sort of torch and a frame combo whenever we need to light something up. You're building Toronto, or you're building Cappy? I mean, that was your choice. But yeah, that whole area is not fun to build. Unlike Cappy, which is a great place to build. I'm not sure how I feel about the little poles. I might get rid of those. This is too dark, but I can't do this here because this would look we can't even put it down there. So the only option I have is put it here. It actually looks good. Never mind, that looks good. We'll do that. Okay. This is my favorite song by C418. See you later. Thanks for joining. It was good catching up with you. You may get stuck in the lobby if you have the wrong game version, so don't get discouraged if that happens. This is Mall by C418. See, we've run to the point now, it's like, I'm winding down the stream. I don't particularly want to start something new. So I don't want to start working on the interior. And this is going to be a task for later. Because I think I'm going to build some sort of pool house here. And then probably a stable or something, or maybe just vineyards up on the hill, but something on, I want to fill in the whole property eventually. But like this is suitable for a spawn building now. This is grand. And then my thought is the other buildings will do in this theme here, this kind of older style. We'll maybe make the boathouse area look like what would have been the original house on the property many years ago when this property was established. So it can look like basically they built the boathouse, and then they built the boathouse over here. And then maybe we can have them. The vineyards will go up here along the boathouse. It won't be a boat. Like it'll be like a rustic house or something in this corner, like a small 1-bedroom type thing. We could probably do the stable up on this hill, clear this out, flatten this out, put a stable up here. Vineyard over there, and then this area, I don't know what we would do with. But before we do any of that, we're going to have to figure out how to decorate this massive house. Not sure how we're going to do any of that yet, other than this. We've got one room. Got one room covered off on what we're going to do. So I guess that's a start. We had to start somewhere. And we started... Oh, that's true. Put a garage. That's a good point. The garage can probably be like here in this corner. Alrighty, so I think I'm gonna wind it down here. I am having a good time, but I'm getting a little bit tired. But more importantly than that, I have other things I have to do this evening. So I hope you guys did enjoy. I've really had a good time doing these Belle Cappy streams these last couple weeks. So I'm thinking I'll probably try and do them every week, every 2 weeks maybe, or every 3 weeks. I also want to try and do Toronto streams again. I just haven't figured out exactly how to do them. So once I figure that out, I probably will return with those as well. But thank you guys for spending the last 2.5 hours with me. I hope you guys had an enjoyable time like I did. It was nice having this is probably the most active the chat's been since I did those giveaway streams a few years ago. So it was nice having some good discussions with you guys in chat. That's probably why this felt like the 2.5 hours flew by. So thank you all for hanging out with me and watch me build. Hopefully this building you think looks okay. I'm still not sure if I should have stepped it down. That's the only thing that like this looks kind of awkward a little bit to me, but it makes for a nice walkout. So yeah. Anyway, that's really it. If you are new to the channel and you enjoyed, I don't know if there is anyone new here, but if there is anyone new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning viewer and you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and share the channel. It's always good. I'm sure you got one friend, at least, who plays Minecraft, other than the people who are already on the server. So if you do have one of those friends who plays Minecraft that isn't on the server yet, tell them to check it out. And check out the Discord as well. And thank you guys for your support of the channel. It's much appreciated. Other than that, hope you guys have a good evening. Hope you have a good rest of your week. And for those of you in Canada, I hope you enjoy Canada Day tomorrow. My name is Gamefruitpulp, and I'll catch you guys all next time. Have a good one.